What makes steelworkers hop a bus at 6 a.m. and ride 6 hours so they can march in 95-degree August heat to show solidarity with their union brothers and sisters? We love it, explained Jim Robinson, USW District 7 Director. This is what we do. Based in Gary, Indiana, Robinson spoke to an estimated 3,000 union members and their families from at least 4 states who recently rallied in Metropolis, Illinois, in support of USW Local 7-669, which has been locked out at a Honeywell Corporation plant that processes uranium for use in nuclear fuel. Cheryl DeCiro, who belongs to the USW's Women of Steel organization, rode a charter bus from Gary, 365 miles north of Metropolis. Before she learned of the lockout, which began June 28th, the only Metropolis she knew about was the Man of Steel's fictional hometown. Her bus arrived in the real Metropolis, population about 6,500, early enough for passengers to get a peek at the 15-foot, 2-ton bronze statue of Superman on the court square. But DeCiro wasn't in Metropolis for sightseeing. We're here because we know what the workers are struggling against, said DeCiro, who belongs to USW Local 1011 in East Chicago, Indiana, near Gary. Robin Rich came from Gary. We left at 6 this morning. Some of the people drove 2 hours to get on the bus, said Rich. Another woman of steel. She is also a member of USW Local 6787 and a staffer for District 7, which includes Metropolis. We're here for them because they're brothers and sisters, like family members, Rich said. Family members include kids. The Gary USW contingent brought a candy-stuffed piñata in the shape of a bright yellow honeybee for Honeywell. Many youngsters who pummeled the piñata were sons and daughters of the more than 225 hourly workers Honeywell locked out after the union refused a contract offer from the company that would eliminate 45 jobs, seniority, overtime pay, pensions, and retiree medical benefits, according to Darrell Lilly, Local 7-669 president. He called the rally unbelievable, bigger than we ever dreamed of. The support is really overwhelming. Besides from Gary, busloads of steelworkers rolling from Chicago and from Granite City, Illinois, near St. Louis. Most of the crowd was local, from Metropolis, an old Ohio River town, and from other communities in southern Illinois. But several people, too, came from over the river in western Kentucky and from northwestern Tennessee. The rally-goers marched, chanting and waving signs, about a quarter mile down busy U.S. Highway 45 to Fort Massac State Park, site of French and American frontier bastions. The procession passed several businesses with signs backing Local 7-669. Spectators cheered on the marchers. I am so proud of this community, which has stood by our union, Lilly said. Other speakers, including a pair of state legislators, a congressional candidate, and USW officials, followed Lilly to the small stage erected in the park, where tall oak trees provided some heat-beating shade. Kip Phillips, an assistant to USW International President Leo Gerard, read a letter from Gerard urging appropriate federal authorities to investigate whether the 200 replacement workers the company hired are operating the plant safely. The letter says replacement workers, but I call them scabs, said Phillips, who lives near Benton, Kentucky, not far from Metropolis. The letter also warned that an accident at the facility, located just outside Metropolis, could be catastrophic. Phillips pointed out that the chemicals used in the plant, plus the radioactive material the plant manufactures, are potentially deadly. Robinson said Honeywell's attempt to break Local 7-669 is part of a larger fight going on in this country. It is the fight for the rights of working people to negotiate and obtain what we once thought was simply accepted in our society. This fight is an old fight. It is in the Bible. Corporate greed is in the Bible. When the Pharaoh was too greedy to pay the Israelites, they organized and walked out.
Actually, it worked out. Coming up right now.